Welcome all. Today we are just going to take the topic on resolution continuation with the second example. So before going to that resolution, what is meant by resolution? Resolution is the logical or mathematical method that is used to validate the statements by showing that assume the negation leads to the contradiction. So before going to the contradiction, so there will be a list of statements will be given. So based on the list of statements, we are just going to follow some steps to validate. After validating, we are just going to particular statement, and there will be of sentence or statement will be given, and proof statement will be also given. Proof statement, we are just going to negate it. After that, we are just going to mention in the graphical or hierarchical structure that can be represented as a graphical tree, whether the particular statements is after negation. We are just going to analyze whether the particular graphical structure, we are just going to find the particular statements and sentences that can be met the contradiction or not, that is of true or false. So this is about the contradiction. So we can assume something is incorrect, that the result is in contradiction, the assumption must be true. So these are the how we are just going to evaluate the resolution. So this is the other example. So John likes all kind of food. Apple and vegetables are food. Anything anyone eats and not killed is food. Anil eats peanut and still alive. So these are the sentences or statements which can be given in your question paper or any cycle test. So after that, we are just going to use for proof for resolution. Proof for resolution, it is also given John likes peanut. So you are just going to have the proof statement, and from the proof statement we are just going to negate the sentence of it. So John likes peanut, it can be converted into negation statement. It is turned to John does not like or John not like peanut will be the negation statement. Let we are just going to how we are just going to find the resolution. So for considering the resolution, there are four different types of steps are there. First step, we are just going to convert this particular sentence or statements or facts into the first order logic. First order logic, which will be of predicate logic. In the predicate logic, there will be of two different types of quantifiers we are using. So one is of universal quantifier and another will be of existential quantifier. Universal and existential quantifier that can be represented with the for all of x and there exists sums. So these are the some notation that can be representation with the universal and existential quantifiers. After that, we are converting into FOL. We are just going but based on the particular sentence or statements. So the second step is after converting that particular first order logic, that is of predicate logic statements or sentences, that can be converted into clausal or clause normal form. So clause normal form, for example, if it is of any implications is there. It's a good example for there will be of having one formulation. A implies B or A tends to B, that can be representation of in the mathematical notation or logical notation, that can be representation of negation of A union B. So always the statement A tends to B, that can be representation with the negation of union, negation of A union, negation of A union B. So that will be the conversion of FOL, that is of predicate logic, into the that is of CNF, clausal normal form. After that, step 3 will be of we are using with the proof statement is given. So that we are just going to negate of it. So John likes peanut. So the negation of the particular proof statement of the resolution, John not like or John does not like peanut. So we are just going to negate the statement. From that statement only, we are just going to find out the FOL converting with the conjunctive normal form. We are just going to use the resolution graph and find the particular statement is true or not, contradiction met or not. So that will be the final result of it. So let me move to the next step by step process that we are just going to convert it. So the step 1, we are just going to convert the particular sentence or facts or statement into first order logic, that is of predicate logic. First statement, it has been given. So the first statement will be of John likes all kind of food. So John likes all kind of food. That can be represented as for all. For all, it can be represented with the this type of symbol, the v of x, that is of the notation can be for all of this can be represented, and for all of food we are just going to consider x is the variable, likes John comma x. So this is the statement of one, John likes all kind of food, that can be converted into this type of an first order logic. Second statement is an apple and vegetable or food. So we can consider food of apple separately and food of vegetable separately, which can be making a apple and vegetable which can be of unique to each other, and food will be of separated. So food will be of considering apple and vegetable. The third statement, which will be of anything anyone eats and not killed, as a food. For that anything and anyone we can represent for all symbol. So that is the first symbol which can be represented in the sentence 1. So for all of x we are just going to use anything for x and anyone for y. For all of x, for all of y, we are just going to use of the notation x and y, and eats of x comma y, that can be with the notation and, that is not killed from the food. So not killed, we are just going to use the symbol called negation, killed of x comma y and followed by food of y. So this will be the statement for converting the particular statement or sentence into FOL, that is of anything anyone eats and not killed is a food. So that can be with the for all statement comma, that can be indicated with the two different types of symbols called x and y, and it can be represented with the notation of the sentence that using of predicate logic. Fourth statement is that Anil eats peanut and it is of still alive. So we can represent eats of Anil and peanut which can be not killed, that is of negation killed of Anil and peanut. So Anil eats peanut and still alive. Still alive is that he is of alive and he is been living only. So for that we are just going to convert that particular sentence into eats of Anil comma peanut, that is not killed of Anil comma peanut. So this is the step 1. Step 2 will be of after converting the particular sentence of FOL, we are just going to convert the particular sentence into clause normal form or clausal normal form. So whatever the formula that can be represented with the particular formulation, so of using clause normal form, A implies or A tends to B, which can be represented as an negation of A union B. So for the first statement, it is already find out. So that can be used with the symbol called negation of food of X union likes of John comma X. From the first statement that you have been find out from the FOL. Second statement, it is already there. So we cannot convert into CNF. And third statement is that anything anyone eats and not killed is a food. So we want to convert into clausal normal form, that is of negation of eats of x comma y union killed of x comma y union food of y. So that will be the conjunctive, that is of clause normal form by using of the third sentence. And fourth sentence is also, it is of already in the position of and statement. So we are just going to represent eats of Anil comma peanut and not killed of Anil comma peanut. So these are the statements that we are just going to already have in the particular sentence converted into FOL and FOL to CNF. Moving to the next step, so we are just going to have the proof statement. Proof statement is that John likes peanut. John likes peanut. We are just going to convert the particular sentence into negation. From that negation, we are just going to convert into, that is of John does not like or John not likes the peanut. So we are just going to represent negation of likes comma John comma peanut. So this is the third statement. And finally, we are just going to use with the resolution graph. Moving to the resolution graph, so we are just have the particular statements, given statements we have find out. So first is from the result of negation statement, we are just going to take the resolution graph, that is of not likes of John comma peanut, and whatever the statements which we have find out in the steps of converting FOL and CNF, we want to take the particular statement. So for example, we'll be taking the statement with the first statement. So negation of likes comma John comma peanut, and another first statement is negation of food of X, and union likes of John comma X. So we are just going to have this particular statement, and we are just going to apply with unification concept. Unification concept is that, so we are just going to replace the theta wherever the value it is available. So the peanut can be replaced with X. So likes, that is of contradiction, in sense we are just going to make the particular statement cancel. So negation of likes comma John comma peanut, and it is of like of John comma X, it is similar to it. So we want to cancel that particular statement where X can be represented as an peanut according to the unification or unify rule. So now the pending is negation of food of peanut. So which statement which can be available with the same statement as in the given fact or given sentences, that is of fourth statement is available. So negation of peanut, the other thing is negation of eat of comma y, and union killed of x comma y, union food of y. So y can be represented as an peanut by using the unification rule, and food of y and negation of food of y, we can cancel it. And finally it is pending with the negation of eats of x comma y, that can be will be there. So which statement which will be of suitable for it? So I think fifth statement. So fifth statement, if you are just going to cancel, the remaining will be of killed of x comma peanut will be there, and the remaining pending statement is not killed of Anil comma peanut. So we can cancel all this particular thing, and finally if the particular statements is myth nil, and we are just going to have an empty statement that can be of true. So that statement of the resolution by using the resolution graph is contradiction ends proved. Thank you.